Hopefully I'm streaming, man. I don't know. I've been trying to get all this stuff to work. So we shall see. My name is Jiggy. This is reaction number 1. I'm reacting to this Netflix compilation. I'm really big on comedy as of late, so let's see what they talking about. I suppose.
By the way, this story's so name-droppy, I apologize in advance. This story's so name-droppy, DiCaprio was there, I don't even mention it.
Famous people are weird as shit. They're all weird. Your suspicions are correct. And they would all come in to Saturday Night Live, and they'd have to meet with me because I was a little rat writer, and they'd have to talk about the sketches. They'd sit on my office couch that had like bed bugs and stuff. It was great. Like, they were famous, but it was my couch. It'd be like if you went into your childhood bedroom and Joe DiMaggio was sitting there. Yeah, he's Joe DiMaggio. He's a legend. He had sex with Marilyn Monroe, but only you know where the bathroom is.
I'm going to drop a name, all right? The day after I broke my foot, Glenn Howerton, my friend Glenn Howerton, who is almost 50, but for this bit, he's over 50. I needed to, come on.
But it's kind of weird to me. I mean, it's not weird because I get it, but like, the name, I don't know, the name dropping thing is kind of like, okay, and it's not like okay, but I just feel like it's kind of like putting somebody at a higher pedestal than what they are, rather. I don't know, what y'all think? This is kind of weird to me. These guys, yeah, and I was with Dave Chappelle, you know, a couple summers ago, and we were just chilling, and he pulled up at the pool, and not like who cares, cause you know, but like, I don't know. Now it's acting like they don't want to play on me.
Who cares about logic? He broke his collarbone. So I called him up, giving him a little solidarity, a little support. Hey man, I broke my foot. What happened? Now in my mind, I'm thinking, well, he was probably reaching for a bag of Sun Chips wrong, and his collarbone broke or something. And he said, yeah, I was snowboarding. I landed a flip wrong. All right, fuck off. Fuck off. You don't need to go to that much hassle. Once you get to a certain age, you don't need to do, I don't even think that's what happened. I think he's lying to me. I think somebody slammed a door near him, and then his collarbone fell into his ass cheek, and then he told his wife, just duct tape me to a snowboard and push me down a Black Diamond Trail, please. Give me some dignity, for God's sakes. Now I'm gonna drop another name. A month after I broke my foot, Tony Hawk broke his...
Okay, pause. What? Somebody is watching it right now as we speak, guys. That is crazy. Is this in like real time? Am I like lagging a little bit? Is it like bad quality? I mean, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, we'll do what we gotta do right now for the time being, period. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's crazy. And it is probably much for me. Anyway, we'll do with streamers now, guys.
Broke his femur in two. Pow! Landed a vertical wrong. He's out in his warehouse doing his verticals, landed it wrong, broke his femur. DMs me a picture of his x-ray. He's like, looks like we're in the same boat, buddy. And I'm like, no, we're fucking not. You just Jackie Chan'd yourself into even more coolness. He found a whole other level of cool. I slipped off a curb like someone's aunt that saw a bird. That is how I went down. I went down in the most embarrassing way possible.
By the way, this story's so name-droppy, I apologize in advance. This story's so name-droppy, DiCaprio was there, I don't even mention it. So, Netflix has a party, and it's at the head of Netflix's house, a guy named Ted.
First of all, see, they don't be name dropping correctly. Like, yeah, DiCaprio, but you was at a whole Netflix party. Like, what? That's the yeah.
Sarandos, a great man. A great man. So it's at Ted Sarandos, heroes of mine, right? All icons, and Ted Sarandos, who is a great man, gives a toast, and he goes, "It's such a thrill for me to be in the same room with all of my comedy heroes." And Chris Rock yells out, "And Neil Brennan."
I tried to interview the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. I'm serious, he came to New York City and he was taking all these weird meetings. Dude, he met with Michael Bloomberg.
I didn't figure out how to get a meeting with these people. I just need one meeting. I don't just need one meeting. I need a whole bunch of meetings. You know what I'm saying? Get my law averages up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get there.
New York, your boy in New York. Let me shoot my shot. Let me slide in the DMs. It'll be funny. Now, Bina has a slightly different take because she has a PhD and I do PowerPoint comedy. So she's like, Hassan, do not antagonize the Saudis. It's dangerous. I go, I know. She goes, I'm serious. Don't do the interview. And I go, I won't. And I meant it. But then she left the room.
He's the definition of a guy, my father, who doesn't give a fuck. He just doesn't care at all. And yeah, Tony, some people are like that, you know? Tampa Tony. I don't know why he is the way he is, but he just couldn't care less about anything. And that's good. That's good. You know, I mean, I remember one time we saw...
You know they call this? There's a book that's called, like, The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up. You know what I'm saying? I read some of the book, bro, and it's definitely a mentality switch. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And it's not even, it's not that he doesn't care about anything. It's just that, like, he cares about the right things at the right times. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't, you know, if it's not going to have some big impact in your life in the next 5 to 6 to 7 years, shoot, even 3 years, you know what I'm saying? It's not really worth caring about. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a mindset that we can pause to adapt. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he cares about something, but he probably read that. But I'm sure he read that. But there's a couple books that all the rich people just read. You know what I'm saying? I got Think and Grow Rich right here. You know what I'm saying? And then my Bible, of course. You know, so. But yeah, The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up. It's a good book.
I was in a pizzeria with him, and I saw Steven Tyler, you know, from Aerosmith. Saw him, and everybody was like, "Oh, you know, that's him." And my dad was like, "I know who that guy is," and I was like, "Yeah, everybody does." He goes, "Yeah, fucking guy." He goes, "I got to say something to him." I was like, "Dad, please don't say anything to him. Please don't say anything to him." He goes, "I got to say something to him, Chris. He's napkin blotting the oil off his pizza." So that's a sin. He should get punched in the face for that. He can't do it. I was like, Dad, don't do it. He goes, I'm doing it. And he walks up to me, he goes, yo, Bon Jovi. Don't knack and block the oil off your pizza, you loser. And he was like, I'm Steven Tyler. He goes, you suck.
December 2021. I remember I went to a Knicks game with my good pals Jon Stewart and Chris Rock, right? So we went to this Knicks game. Yeah, they're the best. And very hilarious that they hang out with me. It's really weird.
I found that shit out the hard way. I was at home and my son busted and he said, Dad, I need $250. He's only 12 years old, so I freaked out. What's going on, nigga? Kevin Hart's coming to town and I wanted to see his show. I said, well, how much are the tickets? He said, they're $125. I said, God damn, mine are only $80. I said, well, why you need $250 then? He goes, because I want to go with you, Dad, please. And there it is. So I took him to the show. And we sit right up front, the lights go down. And one opening act after another goes on. Then Kevin takes the stage. Crowd goes fucking nuts. Thousands of people. I was furious. The longer the show went on, the madder I got. Because his show was fucking outstanding. It was maddening. These people were fucking holding their stomachs. My son was slapping his knee. I'm like, oh, nigga, I do this too. Kevin says, good night. The crowd goes crazy. And then everyone starts walking to his door and the lights come on. And then my son is just standing there looking at an empty stage. People are pushing past me and nobody's recognizing me. I'm like, man, this place fucking sucks. I said, come on, son, let's get out of here. And then my son looks back at me and he says, Dad, please, I have to meet him. I was like, oh my God. So I took him backstage. I've known Kevin for years, but can you believe I was...
Like, I know it's all, you know what I'm saying? I know it's all like